A 2017 youth risk survey found that 33% of LGBT students reported being bullied, and 27% reported being cyberbullied. Those numbers are huge. I think we agree that we all dislike bullying, but sometimes it can be hard to stand up against it because we don't always know when it's happening. Hi, my name is Zach, and I'm bringing this to you with my organization GLAAD, which stands for the Gay and Lesbian Alliance Against Defamation, and they try to work to promote LGBT acceptance. But I've also tried to tackle this issue myself by trying to create a gay-straight alliance at my old high school. And hopefully you guys, throughout this speech, are going to learn about this cool holiday that GLAAD is trying to nationalize called Spirit Day, and how they saw an issue that was facing LGBT youth with bullying, and how they try to help nationalize a holiday to tackle it, and how you guys can make the next Spirit Day a super Spirit Day. So the first thing we have to do is we have to really recognize the issue that LGBT youth face with bullying. And the problem is that they just get bullied more than non-LGBT youth. To show you just how massive this is, I want to share my screen and show you a picture. This information comes from saferclassrooms.org, and they found that 8 out of 10 LGBT students reported being verbally harassed. And that does include cyberbullying or physical harassment as well. And sadly, this isn't a thing that just your younger cousins and siblings that might be in like middle school face, but it's also something that high schoolers and even college students can face. And sadly, not only do they get bullied more, but they don't get as much support. Family sometimes isn't the most supportive of LGBT people, or if they are, sometimes people don't feel comfortable talking about it with them. Additionally, sometimes schools can be kind of not the greatest at handling this situation either. And what we see is that support networks play a vital role in how serious this issue can take a toll on them. In fact, Dr. McConnell is a professor at Palo Alto University, and she's actually on a board of LGBT organization that aims to kind of promote and help the LGBT community through research-backed methods. And they found in a 2016 journal article in the Journal of Adolescent Health that youth who have no family support but have other forms of support have low distress. But they don't have any distress. I mean, if they don't have any support, they have a lot of distress. And sadly, this increased bullying and this higher distress has disastrous consequences and increased suicide rates, which is terrible. And this isn't just something that maybe your older friends that may or may not be out face, but it's also for your younger siblings as well. Dr. Ream is a professor at Adelphi University, and he's on a New York LGBT organization board. And he found in a 2019 journal article in the Journal of Adolescent Health that a quarter of the 12 to 14-year-olds who committed suicide were LGBT. It's terrible that someone that young could feel so much pressure from bullying and this just lack of support to have such a serious consequences. And sadly, it's not getting any better during the coronavirus. Because people are going farther away from their friends because of social distancing, they're hanging out with their friends less. And again, not every home is the most supportive. And what we're seeing is that this issue is only getting worse. Claire Kenny is actually part of GLAAD. She's right now the director of youth engagement. And she stated that calls to the Trevor Project hotline have more than doubled at times during the coronavirus pandemic. This is a serious issue, and I think we all agree that we want to try to help our friends know that we love and care for them, but we don't always know how to do that because they might not be telling us. Well, GLAAD has tried to show a way that we can do this by doing this cool day called Spirit Day. And before I get into it a little bit more, I want to put a poll in the chat, and I just want you guys to kind of answer if you guys have heard about Spirit Day before or not. And then once you guys have did it, just like give like a thumbs up. Wow. Okay, cool. So I think everyone did it. I'm gonna give everyone just a little bit. Okay, yeah, I think everyone did it. Cool, cool. Okay, so I'm just gonna share the results. That way we can all get an idea of what you guys said. So it looks like not most of you have heard of GLAAD Spirit Day before. That's no problem. It is not a super big holiday yet, so like I don't blame y'all. But some of y'all do, so that's cool too. So to give you guys an idea of what GLAAD Spirit Day is, what GLAAD Spirit Day is a day where you You wear purple to show support for LGBT youth. To show you just how easy this can be, I want to share my screen and show you a picture of Yahoo doing it in 2010. Yahoo was more of a bigger company at that time, so it was more of a big deal. But it's Yahoo doing it. Most of them are wearing purple shirts like the one I'm wearing right now, but you can also just wear purple shoes or a watch or a tie, anything purple that you have. And the aim of wearing this purple is that you show support for the LGBT youth that are bullied and face these higher suicide rates. And it's to make them feel safer and prouder. In the words of the creator of it, whose name is Brittany McMillan, and she's right now currently working with GLAAD to make this holiday more larger. She's also now on Advocates 40 Under 40 for shaping the LGBT movement's future because of this holiday. She said that I want to make one person feel safer and prouder of who they are. And together we can do that by doing Spirit Day. Now, Spirit Day is on the third Thursday of October, which is pretty far away. I mean, it's November, so that's like a whole year from now. So instead, you guys can just take the online pledge. I'm going to share my screen to show you what that kind of looks like. So if you see at the bottom here, that's the source, glaad.org/spiritday, and you'll be on a website that looks like this, and with a little bit of information, you'll be put on a list that basically reminds you when it's more closer up to the day. Like, hey, you know, this is a serious issue. Here's what you got to do again. Just wear purple on that day. Because I don't know about you guys, but I'm terrible with dates. So this will really help out a lot with that. So yeah, and just imagine how great this can be. We can really make the next Spirit Day a super Spirit Day for our friends and family by letting them know that we care for them, even if they're not telling us that they're facing these issues, or even if they're not out of the closet yet, because not everyone is. But we're still able to show support, and we can literally save lives with the statistics that some LGBT people face. So just remember this great holiday that GLAAD has nationalized, again, because they saw this massive issue with LGBT youth and how they can get a lack of support and this terrible issue of increased suicide rates, and how GLAAD is trying to combat that by nationalizing this holiday, and how we can make the next Spirit Day a super Spirit Day for our friends and family. So hopefully you guys are all going to take this pledge. Sorry. So hopefully you guys are all going to take this pledge. That way we can make sure that 33% that are bullied feel loved and cared for.